to ask Daniel if he would come up real quick. This is a monumental Sunday for us in ways that I'm still kind of ciphering out. Sometimes you go, oh yeah, this is going to be important, and then the more you think about it, the more you pray about it, the more important it gets in your heart. And I even think tied to the date, which I can't get deep into, but 6 years ago, I had a really defining moment where the Lord put a test before me and said, what are you going to be? And I remember sitting in the moment and thinking, well, I'm not going to be a coward. And I responded in a certain way that looking back, I know it was the Lord. And I've reflected on that a number of times. I didn't realize this is the 6th anniversary of that moment. But we spent some hours yesterday with the Grenzes and just talking about all that happened with them while they were traveling and how the Lord leads. And we're going to go into a season that is a little different maybe for some of you. And I just wanted to ask Daniel to come and share a few minutes about that. And what are you seeing and where do we go?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Perfect.
Yes. No, many of you were here last week, and we shared just over our 3-month journey that we've been on with an assignment for Taiwan. But hopefully, and probably what came through most frequently and clearly was how the Lord led so significantly through dreams, and how so much of what we prayed and what we did was based upon dreams, to where, he even gave a dream that every day has a 24-hour stamp on it, and there's dreams for that day. It's like they have an expiration date of one day. You got to get the dream and pray it. And it was really a marked season and moment for my family, for those who went with us, sponsors and Jackie. And what I didn't share yesterday, but I know Randy mentioned this, but I want to say it again, is that, Randy and Kelsey helped to launch the ministry that we are running with in DC the past 3 months, back in 04, 05. And so the things that we were picking up on, just the culture and DNA of this idea of dreams and revelation and praying, what the Lord's giving in those places is deep within them. And so we sat yesterday for a few hours just talking about what's the Lord doing in this moment, and how we're in a moment where, number one, we're hungry to encounter God. We're hungry to experience him in ways that we've tasted and seen and we can't go back from. But number two, we're in a place where we need to know his now word for us. That we're going into days that require that we are a people that has the strategies and the insights that the Lord would give to us as a family. And so one of the things that we've talked, that I mentioned last week and we talked about yesterday was this thing called Dream Stream. The idea is that you gather together with a group of people and you share dreams that the Lord is giving. And as you grow in it, you begin to discern a little bit more clearly, is this personal or is this a corporate dream that I share? But part of the reason it's called Dream Stream is that because as you do that, you get into this stream with the Spirit. You get into this flow of what the Lord is speaking and how he's moving. And you get both the secrets of his heart and the strategies of heaven that you take then into the place of intercession. And so, we're just talking about what would it look like if we brought this element to the Bridge family, where we became a community that received from the Lord in the place of dreams, that then began to pray the dreams, that began to do the dreams, that began to see the Lord break through in miraculous ways. I mean, we hear these testimonies, guys like Lou Engle, where, every time he comes, he just shares story after story after story of how the Lord gave a dream and then something happened in the natural, and then they did something, and then they prayed something, and now a nation is shifted towards the kingdom of God. And it's like, I want to be part of that. I want to see America turned. I want to see Taiwan and China turned. I want to see the Middle East turned. I want to see Israel turned. And I believe that the Lord is going to lead us as a praying family, as a missional family through dreams. So this is very embryonic and unformulated.
We're telling you things we don't even know yet.
Randy said, get up and just verbally process, and I'll act like you told me ahead of time. So he actually did. So the idea...
That idea does not extend to everybody, by the way. I just need to be clear. That's just limited.
Sorry. The plan is that in a week or two, we're going to get some more details as we land a few things. But in the coming weeks, we want to take a 21-day window, 21-day season, and begin a daily dream stream. Now, this is a big commitment, 21 days. It's going to require maybe some shifting of schedule. We're still landing the time because we want to hear from some of you what works best. It'll probably be either a morning or an evening time where we gather for 21 days. We hear the dreams that the Lord is giving corporately, and we take time and pray into those things. And so we'll start this in a few weeks. We'll get more details as we go. But if this is something that, whether you were here last week and you were stirred, you're hearing it for the first time now and you're stirred, and you say, I want to hear the Lord speak in dreams. I want to be part of a community that's pressing into that, that's praying into that. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to my wife, Carla, Randy, Kelsey, and we can figure out details together of what this time is going to look like. But, as we sat yesterday, we both, all four of us said to each other, we're at a moment where we are ready to take a big step of faith into what the Lord is speaking. And if that means big transitions, big changes, however he would lead us, we want to go for it. And we believe that this dream stream is going to be a key part of that.
Thanks, Daniel.